video, I'm going to use terms like technology advisor, TSD, vendors. If you're like, what the heck is that? What is she talking about? This might not be the video for you. But this video is speaking to people that work in the channel as a technology advisor. Agent is another term, technology broker is another term, technology consultant, and maybe even some of you MSPs that dabble in this world as well. So when I say TSD, I'm referring to Technology Solutions Distributors. I'll flash a couple names on the board. And when I talk about vendors, we're talking about vendors that offer solutions to customers through the TSD channel. Enjoy! So how do you know that your TSD is recommending vendors based on real performance and not that they went to one of their marketing presentations and learned about them recently? Let's talk today about receiving vendor recommendations from your TSD. Typically, the process goes like this. You talk to a customer, the customer has a challenge or gives you some type of goal they're trying to achieve. You go to your TSD and say, here's the customer challenge. Which vendors would you recommend for this opportunity? The TSD then turns around and says, oh, look at these 3 vendors. You want to know why? When a TSD recommends vendors, it should be about their performance and their alignment with the customer needs, not relationships they have with those vendors, not incentives or surface level impressions. So when you go to your TSD and you say, here's the challenge that my customer has, who would you recommend in this situation? And the TSD gives you a few vendor options. You can ask them some questions to make sure that they're giving you those recommendations based off of real performance and alignment with the customer needs. Here are some of my favorites. How did you learn about this vendor? Was it through a marketing presentation, a live event, or actual advisor results? Obviously, we want those actual advisor results, and we want to know that that vendor is kicking butt for other advisors and their customers. Can you connect me with another advisor who's worked with that vendor? This one's awesome, because you want to talk to an actual peer who has done business with that vendor. You want to know what the experience was like from somebody that doesn't have any skin in the game. It'll also tell you, are advisors actually using this vendor? Or again, is this just a new vendor in their portfolio, or did this TSD leader recently just go to one of their marketing presentations? You could ask, have you personally seen these vendors in action with other advisors? Can you share any real-world examples or results? What criteria did you use to choose these vendors for this opportunity? I'm not recommending you grill your TSD. They're obviously providing a very valuable service, but by asking them questions instead of blindly taking those recommendations and going straight to the vendors, you can get some more insight as to why they recommended these 3 vendors. Here's a great question. Are any of these vendors managed by someone you have a long-standing personal relationship with? If so, how do you separate that from what's best for the customer? Relationships go deep in the channel, and sometimes vendor channel managers leave and go to the next company, but they still have those personal relationships with their TSD connection or their TSD channel managers. You want to make sure that the TSD channel manager is recommending a vendor based on performance, not based on the relationship they have with one of their friends. Why did this vendor make the list and not insert other known vendor? What are they doing better? The next question, you can simply ask who they like best, but frame it this way. If you had to choose one of these 3 vendors for your own business, which one would you pick and why? I shared these questions along with a full complete list of questions with the members inside the TIA, and one of our members replied, LOL, I've always joked that you can tell who the person had lunch with last based on the recommendations given. Isn't that the truth? Make sure that the vendors you're recommending to your customer are coming from people who know what it's actually like to work with that vendor. Make sure they're recommending these vendors based on real performance and alignment with the customer needs, because aligning with the customer needs is the only thing that should drive the recommendations, not incentives, not relationships, and certainly not surface level marketing presentations. Hope this is helpful. If you have questions, you can find me inside the Technology Advisor Alliance community. Visit us at technologyadvisoralliance.com to join the community and get the full list of questions along with tons of other resources, help from peers, real-time advice, and so much more. Thanks for watching. As my kid would say, like and subscribe.